Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
Can't help us, the well is run dry, and he don't have a single tear to cry. I'm getting so tired, and the house is on fire.
Welcome to the Rock and Review. And speaking of things on fire, so is Hannah Bethel's career. And so nice having you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I love that
Here.
song. You know, it's so funny getting ready to have you in here in studio. I watched the video for it, the behind the scenes video for The House is on Fire. And that was so cool to see you kind of in there working the microphone, doing the guitar and everything. And I know there's an official video going to come out for it as well.
Yes, there is. Yeah, that was super fun to shoot. My friend Sean Kennedy shot that video for us and kind of captured us as we were capturing the song.
I like it. It feels very
turned out
organic.
cool. Thank you. Yeah,
You've
I
had
love
a
it.
big year, you know, and obviously you've had past albums and everything, but within the last year, with your singles that have been coming out, you've been getting all the attention of CMT, Billboard, all the great write-ups. Let's see, you're part of the CMT Artist Discovery Program. Mm-hmm. And you've had songs on the 12-pack run on CMT. It's and the tour you just came off of.
Yes, yeah, I just got off a 5-month tour, covered 7 states, did a whole bunch of shows, and yeah, it's really been an exciting year. I've been in Nashville for 11 years, and so I've really been kicking it for a while.
Yeah.
So it feels really good to feel like so much is happening.
Right.
Finally, like, you know.
So it really is a 10-year town then.
Well, for me, apparently.
I don't know about that. I got to bring this up though too, because obviously, you know, as a youngster growing up, you know, in Michigan and everything, you were doing a lot of theater and dance and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
What finally brought you into doing more of this singing, songwriting, and guitar as a teenager then?
Well, I always sang and did like singing competitions too.
Neat.
And then my family actually moved from Wisconsin to Michigan to a really small town, and there was like no dance or theater, like the things that I did. And I think I was 12 when we moved.
Okay.
And that's when I started playing guitar, and like that became my outlet, because I was just like, felt like I was alone in the woods with like
which is great for
nothing.
songwriting.
Yeah, indeed it was. So that kind of started my journey into that, and then I started playing fairs and festivals and bars and coffee shops all over the Midwest with
And
my
then
parents.
you came out with an album there the year before you came to Nashville, right?
Yep, yeah, I made my first album when I was 17.
Wow. And so what was the final thing to where you go, okay, I've got to get out of here. I can't take the cold anymore. I need to go to Nashville.
Well, I always knew I wanted to move to Nashville, pretty much. I don't know why, but it just like, I just knew it in my soul. When I was 13, I cut out this little excerpt from American Songwriter magazine that said, inside every good girl is a bad girl packing her bags and heading to Nashville. And I taped it in my locker like every year from 7th grade until I graduated high school.
So you made the vision happen.
Yeah, and then I just got my butt down here, so.
That is so amazing. Well, you know, and obviously you've had so much success within the last year with your singles and everything, and it's like, you know, it just seems to me like it's been a progression. I love your voice. That's really struck me. But also, you play your own guitar, which a lot of artists don't do. And it's nice to see that. And also, I know you're endorsed by Gretsch.
I am, yes. This is my new baby that I love. It's so gorgeous. Just trying to do it justice.
I think you're doing it justice just fine, but it's like, it's so neat to see that you know, when you're singing and playing together though, because a lot of artists don't do that, you know, and particularly with your lyrics and everything, they're very poignant. You and I were talking about your new song with The House is on Fire, and I think what struck me about that, listening to it and watching the video, is the space in between. You know, your lyrics, it's like you can really hear your voice and the guitar, and it's kind of like, it's very intimate.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really important to me for the stories to be really strong in my songs. And obviously I want it to have a vibe or a groove or whatever else to it. But above all, the most important thing is the story to me, and honoring that.
I think that comes through. And you do great with the videos, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're going to have to get a clothing endorsement, I assume?
I hope that'd be nice. Some new clothes.
To go along with your guitar one. Well, and you're going to have another new video coming out too, right?
I am,
For the
yeah.
Houses
We're
on Fire.
working on a video for Houses on Fire now. Release date to be announced,
Right.
but coming soon. So.
And all of these individual songs too, because I really love the body of work that you released this year, but they're all going to be going into an album in 2020 also?
Yes, album thoughts are in the works too. Again,
Nice.
dates to be announced, but I'm trying to figure out how to make that happen and yeah, manifesting it, putting it out in the universe.
just like the quote in the locker.
Yeah, yep.
So what was it like playing Americana Fest?
I did not play Americana Fest.
I thought you were part of it. You were part of the whole thing.
I went and kind of took in some shows and.
But I thought I saw some performance stuff because it seems like you are in the right mix with people right now, with the artists that you're involved with and the shows you're in, like with Smithfield. And we talked about, you're working with Trisha Yearwood doing vocal stuff. You're in that creative mix right now.
Yeah.
What's it like?
It feels good. I feel like I said before, I've been working in Nashville for a really long time, and
you still look so young.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's hard to believe, though. So you moved here when you were 18?
Moved here when I was 18, and learned a lot. Put out a few records. Spent a lot of time on the road, and
Right.
it feels like right now I'm kind of like in my stride and like really writing the music that feels the best to me.
Right.
And it feels good. I'm trying to just stay in that flow,
Well, it's interesting, too, Hannah, to where some of your songs are sort of country, some I would say are more Americana, and you're sort of moving between those areas. Do you feel like?
Yeah.
Musically?
Yeah, I've always had a hard time kind of like pinpointing what you would call my music, because
Yeah.
I was influenced by a lot of country music growing up, but
Right.
also a lot of like 70s rock and like
which I can hear in some of your songs.
James Taylor and Patty Griffin and like that really like acoustic, melodic, like story-driven stuff.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of mush it all together, and whatever people want to call it, they can say whatever they want.
You really, particularly in the videos, you kind of have that rock and roll vibe. You know what I mean?
thanks.
And I like it. It's like a swagger.
Thank you.
Yeah, which, when you can pull it off and doing your own songs and everything like that, it's pretty amazing. Well, obviously, you're looking at your tour for 2020 and more new music releasing, and so they're going to have to go to your website and social to keep up with that, right?
Yes, yeah. So y'all can visit hannahbethel.com. That's the hub for all things. There you'll find links to the videos, links to buy music on iTunes, listen on Spotify. You'll also find tour dates there, and then I'm just Hannah Bethel on everything else, Instagram.
And you've got your own
Facebook,
YouTube channel, too.
Et cetera. I do, yep.
I got to tell you,
YouTube.
what struck me when I went to the website, getting ready to bring you in on the show, I love the logo.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank
who
you
did
very
that
much.
for you?
I had a guy named, whose name is evading me right now. But
he was good.
He did a really good job.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Well, I'll tell you what,
He
right
did
there,
so
look at that
good.
logo. I mean, it's such a cool, it's just a cool vibe. That's got to be great on T-shirts, right?
It is on T-shirts. Indeed it is.
Which are also on the website.
Yes. No, not quite.
Not
but
yet?
They will be.
Soon?
Yes.
And they'll be on tour with you.
They will be on tour with me.
Yeah, so you're going to have some other merch out there.
Yeah. We've got more merch on the road than on the website, because it's all kind of being built right now.
That's
But,
because you're always on the road.
yeah, I know. I'm like ready to be home for a little bit.
I was so
Enjoy
thrilled
the
to get you on the
holidays
show because
and-
I'm like going, well, we could bring her in this date. No, she's on the road. And it's like, and you went to Alaska 3 times?
Yeah, that was super cool. I've been kind of building my fan base up there for like 5 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing acoustic shows, like spending 2 or 3 weeks there every summer. And so then this summer I was lucky enough to do some super cool festival dates up there and bring my
Really?
band. And so we had a lot of trips up there, and I'm
amazing.
not mad about it at all. It was awesome.
Well, and I'll tell you, Hannah, what amazes me too is your strength as an artist, where you're comfortable being as a solo artist or with a full band.
Yeah,
And
totally.
that's cool. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
once again, when you're playing solo, it's like, okay, take it, guys. Oh, wait, there are no guys or girls. It's just me and my guitar,
Yeah,
right?
that's probably one of the most important lessons I've learned in this business, is to be flexible and just be ready to get rolled into anything. And,
Well,
you know,
You're doing amazing with it. I
Act
want to
on
bring
your
up, too,
toes.
that, be sure and check out our website, because there may be a European tour in 2020 also.
yes.
So
yes,
stay tuned
lots
for that.
Of things that we're
And
working on.
new videos, new songs, you name it. Well, I love the new song, The House is on Fire, and also the behind the scenes video. And your voice is just amazing. and
you.
looking forward to hearing more great stuff. Maybe even at Winter NAMM show.
Yes, perhaps.
Perhaps.
I hope to be. I hope
once
to be
again, you
there.
got to follow her on social and everything to find out. It is Hannah Bethel. And be sure, however you consume music, whether you download the singles or whatever, be sure and check out our music. Go to the site, go to the YouTube channel. I think you're going to love the videos. And the house is on fire, and so is Hannah Bethel. Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.